Hello, lovely people. So, I know in the past we've done a CD collection tour, and I thought my collection has grown. I think originally when it was the first, CD collection tour that I did, it was, like, really just Taylor Swift, and then there was, like, a Lana Del Rey one, and, like, I think maybe the Chaperone one, but, like, basically that was, like, it, and I think my collection has definitely grown. And I mean, it has grown a lot. This collection. CDs that I've accumulated over a longer span of time now. So I guess let's just get into the video. I mean, I'm probably not going to be editing this, so I'm just gonna go grab like the CDs, y'all are gonna watch me. And also, we're gonna have like a collection of vinyls. There's only 3, so. That part shouldn't take too long. And yeah, there's a lot. And these two. So, I guess realistically, we don't really have to do all the Taylor Swift ones. Hold up, guys. Let's take a photo for the snap. Okay. Text. And I'm on my computer right now because I'm recording on my phone. Lol. And send. Okay, so, basically, let's just start with, where do I even start, honestly? That's, like, probably a really good question. Should we just not do the Taylor Swift, considering I already know we've been over all the Taylor Swift, stuff? Yeah, so, let's take all of this. Is gonna be a huge chunk of the collection, because at least, I want to say, like, probably at most half of my collection is her. And I don't even really listen to her anymore, but it's still nice to have, like, the CDs, because some of them are, like, more rare to when they were, like, out, like, and they were special in a sense. Your computer quality is so much better than mine, golly. Wait, because this computer quality is, like, actually so bad, so I'm, like, kind of curious. My phone quality is really good, though. I'm just realizing how good my phone quality is. Ball, send. Okay, and, it was just nice to have, like, all the, like, at the time it brought me joy, and I guess at the end of your life, you want to go back and think, did I have a joy-filled life, or did I just have a sad, boring life, So, yeah. And I think that's all the Taylor Swift one's gone. So, now my collection is a little bit smaller. And honestly, there used to be more. But, I had to, like, give some to my friends. There used to be a My Chemical Romance one, and there was an Evanescence one. There was, yeah, that's all I can think of. So basically, we have Eternal Sunshine, Brighter Days Ahead. And this is a really cool, I mean, this CD is a little basic, and the thing holding the CD is a little bit basic, but, I mean, I guess it's kind of, like, more minimalistic at the end of the day, because it's more just, like, based on, like, complete visuals like this, you know, like the CD booklet. Okay, well, that's just a blank page. Like, look at that. Like, the CD booklet, they probably didn't spend as much time on, like, the like, design of this, because, like, obviously they had the Brighter Days Ahead Inc. Movie thing, and honestly, that was a movie, for sure. Then we have Brat. Now, I mean, obviously she saved a lot of money by just having the cover like this. I don't even know how. Again, it's very bland, but I feel like that's what she was going for. I do think the few pictures she did take does not match with, this glare is actually so bad. Let me just turn my TV off too then. Hopefully that helps. I feel like it's my computer at this point. Yeah, it was. It definitely, I honestly think that Brat wasn't supposed to happen, and that's why purple is, like, very prominent. Because, like, you see these visuals, they're not really Brat, you know? And honestly, like, the CD, like, it's literally just white, and it says Brat, Charlie XCX, in, like, the tiniest font ever. Also, the font on this is actually so small, like, I can't even read it. Luckily, all the lyrics are very, very repetitive. I used to listen to the album a lot more than I do now. Now, Portals. This album is actually, like, the CD for this album, you can tell they spent a while on it. Because look at, it's got, like, this, it's got the booklet, right? It's got the booklet, which doesn't do that. And then it's got this little thing, card thingy, that does do that. And I think the card thingy is actually so peak. And then the CD, peak, it's also referencing back to, K through 12. And then visual there, actually, like, really peak. I don't know what that is, but it actually looks, like, really cool, and I think it's maybe bacteria. I don't know. You know, it's something, for sure. It's something, you know. But, yeah. Also, the back cover to this is, like, actually really, really cute. I like it. It's, like, I think that's a little dragon nymph, almost. Then we'll go to Lave. You have a Matter of Time. I really like this one. I think it's really cool that, she made that one cover, like, 4 minutes after every song. Kind of does piss me off that I have to wait 4 minutes. But not if you just skip it on your speaker. I just realized, like, you can skip it. You don't have to wait the 4 minutes. I don't think. I don't know. I haven't tried that yet. The visuals, amazing. Like, it's kind of hard to see, but there's, like, a moon on that. I think her visuals, they're interesting. Like, you got, like, that. And you have, like, little drawing things. I think the drawings are really peak, though. You know, and then you got, like, all these, but the drawings are really cool. Like, you can tell she really spent her time when she was making this. She really took her time. Well, obviously she didn't make it, like, her label and stuff did, but, like, you know, it's pretty cool. So, this one is gonna be, like, little weird when I open it because it's the case I kind of like, you know. But I hate this. I hate it. It's so basic. Like, could you not have done anything more basic? For comparison, I do have a blank CD right here. Just for comparison. Okay, I dropped it on the good side. Comparison, blank CD, this. This is more bland than a blank CD. Like, it's actually crazy. So, this is the back, and this is the front, and it kind of confuses me sometimes. Literally, and that's just a wheel. You know, I have nothing against Kendrick. He has great music. But the visuals for the CD, it's doo-doo. And I'm just have to tell you the honest truth. It's actual doo-doo. So... No, Sabrina Wiener Carpet Eater. Short and sweet. I think, again, visuals are very important. I do think, you know, it's okay to, like, sometimes it's okay to use, like, the same image twice. But, like, yeah, you have, like, the image there, and then you have that image there. So, I do think that this CD, it's not that boring. I've seen more boring ones before. It's better than some other ones. I do very much like the lyric booklet to this one, though, because you have all of these, like, it's almost like those, like, old-timey commercial things, and I feel like it's not even, like, it feels like that, but it doesn't at the same time. It's like, it's interesting how she conceptualizes something like that, but also doesn't, you know? Then we have Billiam Eyelash. We got Don't Smile at Me. You know, this one's pretty bland, but I gotta give it to her. This was when she just first started her career, so, I mean, you don't expect much at the very beginning. But then, you go to her first album, and then, yeah, that's interesting. It's not a gatefold, I forget what they're called. But she did it for all three of her albums. I don't really like the visuals for this one, because it's the same picture, just different cuts of it, and I just think she could have done more, you know, to make it more unique. Hit Me Hard and Soft is a little bit better with it. I mean, it's still bland, but at least, you know, this one came with a poster, so at least, you know, at least you got that. But yeah, then we have Bon Iver. We got For Emma, Forever Ago. Pretty bland, but I mean, I guess I wouldn't really expect much from, like, an indie artist. I mean, like, in general, indie artists don't really, like, they try to save more money on mass production, you know? So they don't really, you know, they're not gonna do, like, oh my god, so much, like, they're not gonna pay for, like, a whole entire fucking photo shoot, you know? They're gonna try their best to save as much money as they can to get more profit, you know? Personal, you know, like, experience. So basically, Born to Die by Lana Del Rey. It's her first album, but really, you had all your most popular singles come out right before this. Like, you could have done so much more. And it's like, at that point, just make the CD white, not whatever that is. It's like, she had the conception, but she didn't execute it correctly. And even the CD booklet, like, it's just bloodstains. So, it's really disappointing for Lana. And again, another quite disappointing one for Lana. Did you know that there's a Tunnel Under Ocean Boulevard? You got a different cover on the back and the front, but the inside, you have the same thing as the front. And then when you take that off, you have the same picture zoomed in from the front. Like Lana. And then you have a montage of, like, I'm assuming people she dedicates this to. It's just her with a bunch of people. And they're, like, all photoshopped together. And it's interesting, to say the least. But at least this picture's pretty. And this one's, like, decently pretty. There's also this one, which I think is, like, personally the prettiest. It's interesting. I like very visual things, if you can tell. Like, look at, like, even in the back, like, even in album covers I've done, talking about, no, we'll get to that. Holy shit. Okay, this one I can't really show much of. I cannot show the lyric booklet, because I do not want to get demonetized, but, got the front cover, and I think this is actually, like, really cool, because I remember first buying it, I was like, they didn't put the CD in. No, they did. The CD is so clear. Now, I'm just gonna show you the blank CD again. Blank CD. This one. I could put this one on top of the blank CD. And you wouldn't even notice. You would just think it's that one CD. Luckily, that blank CD has nothing on it, considering it's a blank CD, so I don't even care if I just dropped it. The one downside is I don't really know what's the front and which part's the back. So you gotta be careful with this one. You gotta really hold it just by the edge. Doesn't it read both sides then? I think it would have to read both sides. That's a sucky part of it though. Now Tate. We got this. Yeah. I really like the back cover. Honestly, it's really cool. And she really went for the visuals here. I mean, same picture on both sides. I kind of don't appreciate that. But again, she's not one of the most popular artists out there. I mean, she got pretty popular. But, like, you got a lot of visuals here, though. And I live for the visuals. Like I say. Visuals are very important. Like, you can have a really bad album, but if it has good visuals that feel like the album, I still, like, it makes me like it still. Like, enough, you know? Then we got The Rise and Fall of a Midwest Princess by Chappell Rowan. I think for being an artist who wasn't really the most popular at the time that this album came out, I think it's really cool on the visuals here. Like, she did a very professional photo shoot. Like, look at that. Look at that. You know, she definitely put her money into it and then got her money's worth. Look at that. You know, like, very beautiful thing. And then this big lyric booklet. It's actually, like, at that point, it's a poster, honestly. and like the dedication notes in the poster. On the poster, in the poster, I don't know. Come on, get in there. And then you have the CD, which is, I mean, it's a little disappointing from Chapel. I feel like Chapel could have done more, but I guess they spent a lot of the money on the photo shoot. So like, good photo shoot, not the best CD. I still appreciate it, you know, and decent music, you know. Then we got Stranger in the Alps by Phoebe Bridgers. This one's really cool. Because you have like the original photo, and then you have you have the photo with the ghost, and then the photo of baby Phoebe. Oh my god, it's actually so cute. And then you have the photo on the back, and the photo of little Phoebe. You know, it's actually like, I kind of find that very like, you know, I don't know. I actually don't know what I was gonna say. Nostalgic. Yeah. And then you have that. I think that picture was taken the same time, like the same day that they recorded the Motion Sickness music video. Because it's literally, I think it's the same outfit. But do what you have to do. Do what you want to do. Okay. We got Deftones Private Music. This one's my newest one that I just got literally yesterday. I think this is really cool. Like visuals. Like, if you open it all the way out, you get the full snake. And then you got that. I don't think I can show that though. Like, generally, the visuals are pretty sick. They're pretty sick. But yeah, that's cool. And the inside is another albino snake. And the CD's a little bit, like, it's not the most basic CD that I've seen ever, but, you know, it's actually pretty cool because if you actually, like, feel it, it's, like, lifted. Like, that thingy right there is lifted. I'm assuming that thingy is their logo. I really don't know. I'm not a die-hard Deftones fan, but I know enough music to get me that. You know, like, I've listened to that full album. Then we got At the Beach and Every Life by Gigi Perez. This one's, like, one of my favorites in my collection. That's saying a lot, because there's actually so much, and there's still more. And we haven't even gotten to the vinyls yet, but, the visuals on this are actually really cool, especially because she did them herself, or it was either one of her friends, or her sister, or something. But, like, they're all just, like, these cute little doodles, and I think that's actually kind of cool, like, how it can just be a doodle, and still be, like, honestly, if I see something that looks like that, I'm like, oh, Gigi Perez, you know. And I really got into her at first from Sailor Song, but then I started listening to more music of hers, and she's actually like such like a good artist, and I'm so interested in why she was not known enough. Like, I know Sometimes Backwards was like when she started to get a little bit noticed. I mean, she was noticed before, like, if you go to her old TikToks, I remember seeing Glenn Blackwell or something comment on one of her videos, and now Gigi's, like, doing that. Like, Gigi commented on my video on TikTok, and I think I'm very honored. You know? We got Puberty 2 by Mitski. I think this is very just, like, she's very just, like, stripped away of all, not fakeness, but she's very, like, you know, no makeup. And I think that's something, actually, no, there's sunscreen. I don't know if that's sunscreen or something else, but, you know, I think it's really cool. And the CDs, it's alright. It's fits with the album. So that's something I can appreciate. If the CD's alright and it fits with the album, then it's still good. We got Nothing's About to Happen to Me, one of my personal faves now. There's like the full picture. There's that. There's the one thing I don't like is that she doesn't really have the lyrics. And even if she did, which she does in Bury Me at Makeout Creek, she put them in all just this one part, and it's not even like all the lyrics. Like you have to search for each song. Also, this one's like not my favorite design-wise. You know, you got like that, you got that, and then you got this, and then the CD's just like, I guess, like, yeah. It's like graph paper. If you couldn't see it, but you know, it's still something at the end of the day, which I can appreciate. Now, these are all things I boned onto the CDs. So this is the Willoughby Tucker I'll Always Love You demos. So all the things that she had on SoundCloud that she posted recently, it was like Shrug Janie demo, Nettles Miserable demo, like etc. One of these is Preacher's Daughter, and then the other one's Inbred. My brain just blanked for so long. And then this one's the first make of my CD. If you know, you know. And then I put out Eternal Abyss on CD because like I'll occasionally listen to it. You know. I think it's my more favorites, honestly, and I made like the lyric booklet to it. It's got like all the lyrics, just in case I forgot my own lyrics. Like, very unlikely, but you know, just in case if I ever forgot. Actually, no, it's actually very likely. Like, you know. And we got Riven Noctalgia. And just the back is like my signature. I just did that for fun. And we got Songs and Instrumentals by Adrian Lemke. I drew the cover. So I also have the cover up there on that wall, but I drew it again. I didn't really care to print it out that time. And this one's just like a playlist mix. It's got, let me see. Belly of the Whale by Sea Rose, Brand New City by Mitski, Great Wide Nowhere, unreleased Ethel Cain, I Failed My Driver's License Again, Stripped by Loser Theorem, I Love It, I Love It, I Love It by Bella K, Not Live at Bunker Studios by Big Thief, The Sick by Bella K, Vanished by Crystal Castles, White Fire by Frank Ocean, For Sure by Ethel Cain, Put Me in a Movie by Lana Del Rey, Amber Woods by Ethel Cain, Siren Sounds Bonus by Tate McRae, Punished by Ethel Cain, It Almost Worked by TV Girl, Let Down Radiohead, 4th of July by Sufjan Stevens. Thank you. That. Y'all get me into rap. Get me out of this pop shit. Get me into rap. And then, last but not least, Ella Finals. So, yeah, let's get into these. So we have Willoughby Tucker, I'll Always Love You. I really like the visuals on this album. They're like actually so beautiful. Yeah. And I guess it's just printed on a black vinyl, which it's not terrible because at least it fits the album. Like, very stripped. You know, you get this very cool thing. Where the hell is he opening now? This is what I'm gonna struggle with, guys. Probably actually not gonna take it out. So that's the A and B side. And the D side only has Waco, Texas on it, which I think is kind of funny. That there's a whole side just for Waco, Texas. But this is the B and C side. C and D side. Again, just plain black disc. Again, I don't really care for like cool discs. I mean, if it's got the album on it, it's got the album on it. I don't really like. I'm not collecting for value. I'm collecting so that I can fucking listen to it. Then we have Violet Bent Backwards Over the Grass. This is the poetry thing where she read it, and you know, I think the visuals for this, they were drawn cool. Again, same thing as Willoughby Tucker. It's a plain black disc. I know there was a exclusive greenish blue. Before, but I didn't get that one. Because I think it was like a limited edition when it came out. So yeah. And then, last but not least, very last album, Punisher by Phoebe Bridgers. This is the only one that has a booklet out of the three that I just showed you. And I really like this booklet. Like, it has the same thing on the CD. It's actually so cool. The visuals on this one also really peak too. You know, I really like this. And then, this is by far my coolest vinyl. It's this iridescent blue marble. Can't really see how marble it is, but like very iridescent. I like it. Chat, sorry for the background noise. And that concludes my collection. Now, just imagine how long that would be if I had all the Taylor Swift CDs too. Because that was only the non-Taylor Swift ones, and Taylor Swift probably is half of my collection. Am I proud of that? Not even close. But